Before you say I do, you must first say let's talk. Marriage is not just a romantic feelings. It's a lifetime partnership that thrives on understanding, planning, and communication. Too many couples rush into marriage without addressing deep, important topics, only to struggle later in issues that could have been resolved earlier. And that's why in this video from BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, we shall explore 8 essential conversations every intending couple must have before they walk down the aisles. Very important conversations that must take place before you say, I do. Now, these are not casual chats. No, they are the foundation for lasting, peaceful, and purposeful marriage. Now, as we kick off, what are those important conversations to have before you say, I do? Number one, you must talk about faith and spiritual belief. Very important. Talk about faith and spiritual belief. You need to ask, do we share the same spiritual direction and even values? Remember, your spiritual life is what shapes your worldview. It shapes your choices and even how you resolve conflict. Talk about how faith will influence your marriage, how faith will influence your family, how faith will even influence your finances and even your daily decisions. Ask questions like, will both of you worship together if you are Christians? Remember, there are people who don't believe anything, while there are those who believe in something else. It might be different from what you yourself believe in. That's why it's important to talk about this before you say, I do, so you don't create problems for yourself. How will you raise your children in the faith? Discuss it. Very important. Which dimension are you taking the children through to in your belief systems? Ask, what happens when you disagree spiritually? What happens? How do you intend to resolve it? This conversation, remember, helps align your hearts and build a shared vision for your spiritual journey together. It's very important to discuss it. Number 2 thing you must talk about is life purpose and long-term goals. Life purpose and long-term goals. Ask questions like, are we heading in the same direction in life? It's very, very crucial, very necessary. It is one thing to love each other, but do you want the same future? That's questions to ask. Now, talk about career. Talk about career aspiration. Talk about ministry callings. Talk about business dreams. Talk about even relocation plans. How is it going to affect your marriage in the future? And even your retirement desires. You have to take time to analyze all these things. Because these are the things, they may look common, no matter how little they may look or sound now. In the nearest future, these are the things that cause issues, that bring issues in marriages. This will go a long way to help both of you, not just emotionally connected, but to align in vision. Remember, unity in direction is what gives strength to commitment. Unity in direction gives you strength in commitment. Number 3 thing you must talk about is you have to discuss financial mindset and management. is very important. Ask questions like, how do we manage money together without strife? It's very important. As little as money matter might start, it can blow into anything. I've discovered money issues causes almost over 50% of marriage problems. How do we manage money together without strife? Ask this question. There are many issues that will be popping up in the marriage, that will be coming up, that will have their roots on money, but nobody will say it. If you trace it, you know that's where it is traceable to. So discuss spending habits, discuss debts. How are you going to fund your debt? Discuss saving goals, discuss your givings, discuss your budgeting. Remember, a time shall come when you start giving, discuss everything. Talk about financial responsibilities. Talk about financial transparency. And if you have joint account or separate account, discuss them earlier on time. It's going to help you. You might be the one that doesn't like it, but the person you want to marry likes it. Discuss them before you go into marriage. Money alone, remember, doesn't destroy marriages. It is silence and secrecy about money that does. Therefore, be honest, be patient, and open. A peaceful marriage requires financial understanding for it to thrive. It's very important to talk about all this. Number 4 thing you have to discuss about before you say I do is family background and upbringing. Family background and upbringing. You must ask questions. How have our past shaped us? And what are we bringing into this marriage? Discuss it. Do you know that your upbringing influences your views on matters like discipline, on matters like affection, on matters like communication, and even conflict? How to handle conflict, how you view conflict, and how you handle them. They affect all these things. Your upbringing has greater influence on the way you view life, the way you approach issues. So share your childhood stories, your parents' marriage model. Talk about them and how those experiences have shaped your own experiences. It matters. You see, this goes a long way to give insight into one another's emotional patterns and help both of you avoid repeating unhealthy cycles. Yes, because when you know where you are coming from, you can better understand and analyze where you are and where you want to go or where you're heading to. It will help you to guide yourself, it will help you to guide your life and then direct yourself the right way. Number 5 thing to talk about is conflict resolution and communication style. Conflict resolution and communication style. Ask questions like, how do we handle disagreement respectfully and effectively? How do we go about this? Remember, conflict is not the enemy. Like I said in the previous video, if you check on our channel, you will see them. A lot of them are there to guide you. I said in that video that conflict is not the enemy. Rather, poor communication is the enemy. Therefore, learn how your partner expresses frustration. Learn it. Respond accordingly. Check also to see how they view criticism. How do they respond to criticism also? Or even how they seek peace. You have to take time to learn all these things. Discuss how you can both stay respectful, avoid shouting matches, and resolve issues with love and maturity. Talk about these things. Sit down and analyze them critically one after the other. Build a communication plan that reflects patience, not pride. All things need to be taken into cognizance as you say, I do. Number 6 thing you must talk about is health history and lifestyle commitment. It's very important, very, very important. Health history and lifestyle commitment. Are we fully aware of each other's physical, mental, and emotional health journeys? It's an important question to ask. Remember, marriage is for better or worse, in sickness and in health. Yes, we all know that, but honesty remains the key. You have to be open, even though it's for good or bad. Honesty remains the key. You don't have to hide anything. Therefore, talk about any chronic illness. That's what we mean here. Talk about any chronic illness. Talk about fertility, your fertility issues, if there's any. Talk about genetic conditions or even mental health concerns. Talk about them. They are very, very important. Disclose them to your partner. Also, discuss health goals. Where are you now? Where do you intend to be in years to come, health-wise? So we discuss them. Discuss fitness habits. Discuss diet preferences. You like this, you don't like it. Discuss them. Even emotional well-being. Talk about them. Transparency in this area, remember, builds trust, safety, and long-term support. It is when you disclose them that your partner, when you finally go into marriage, will now know how to support you. Number 7 important point to talk about is parenting vision and children. Parenting vision and children. What kind of parents do we want to be and when? Yes, when do we want to become parents and what type do you want to be? Discuss them. Do you both want children? If yes is the answer, how many? It's very important to talk about it. Don't assume it. What values will you raise them with? Talk about it. Do you know that there are people that don't believe that having many children are necessary, while there are those that like it? Talk about it so you don't have issues later in marriage. Talk about how you're going to raise the kids. Will one partner be at home while the other work? Discuss them. How will you discipline the children? Talk about them. Even the vision, your vision of parenting, your plan for their schooling, spiritual training, and how you will share responsibilities. You need to talk about them. This conversation prepares you to parent in unity. You parent your children in unity, not in confusion. There are people who don't like too many children. Why there are those that like? Talk about it. You not when you enter into marriage. This one want only one child, the other want 10. Talk about it. How are you going to raise them up? Will both of you work or one stay at home? Talk about it. Now, number 8, finally, handling extended family influence. Very important. Let me round off. Handling extended family influence. Ask questions like, how do we manage boundaries with our families while protecting our marriage? Very important. Because protecting your marriage is the key thing here. Before you say I do, it is very important, very crucial, very necessary to discuss how to involve your parents, how to involve your siblings, and even your relatives. It will be very, very important to discuss it before your marriage. Will they have access to your home decision? Will you allow them to make contribution? How do you plan to handle conflict also that involves both families? How do you take sides, or do you want to do them openly without taking side, no matter whose ox is God? Marriage, remember, is between two people, but many couples unknowingly invite too many voices into their union. And these conversations ensures that both sides are united in settling healthy, loving boundaries that keeps your marriage peaceful and focused on your shared vision. Very important. And as I'm rounding off, you need to understand this. Note this point, that this conversation, or these conversations rather, are not meant to scare you. No, the things we talked about are not meant to scare you. They are meant to prepare you and get you ready ahead of time. And you must understand that the strength of your marriage tomorrow depends on the honesty of your conversations today. So Don't enter marriage with assumptions. Enter marriage with clarity. Enter marriage with unity. Enter marriage with shared purpose and vision. And here at BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, we believe that wisdom remains the foundation of a peaceful home. So, if you found this teaching helpful, please kindly like, share, and subscribe for more daily wisdom on relationship and marriage. Remember, someone out there needs this teaching. Please kindly share with them to encourage them as well. I'll see you again in our next video. And until then, continue to build marriage relationship that lasts.